Hi there. If you're anything like me, when you get into the board game hobby, board game geek itself is a revelation, and you're scanning all the games and you try this out, you try that, and you get to know what sort of game fits your group, your family, yourself, and what type of games. And very popular in our household is worker placement, area control, resource management. We love all them sort of games. We do tend to lean towards the heavier games, and we constantly look, like most users I guess, at the latest games coming out, the Essen releases, the hotness, and you get a flavour and a feel for it, and it calms down after a bit, and you just do your research on a game like mad. Now, one really escaped me completely, and it was like a huge game back in 2006, Imperial. I happened upon it by chance, by looking for something else on Amazon. It said recommended, and so I see this game Imperial. I thought, oh, that looks good. I do my research as you usually do, find out that it was re-implemented in 2009 with an Imperial 2030, and it's by the awesome designer Mac Gerdts. Hang on a minute, this has got some pedigree. Research a bit more, see it was nominated and won lots of awards back in the day, and so then I look around. 2030 can't seem to be able to get hold of anywhere, but then I look for the fantastic Board Game Guru in the UK, and he has Imperial and also the expansion to make Imperial also Imperial 2030, and that was the way I went. It got it for a really good price with the expansion part, and that's what's turned up, that's what's in the box. The Imperial base game from 2006, both of them played 2 to 6 out the box, art by Matthias Katrine, and published by Rio Grande Games. I presume that's the publisher that's published the one that I've got in the box here. It's currently at 7.68 out of 10 still, from a game from 2006, which is just awesome, and it's ranked 57. It's an economic fighting nautical political game from the Rondell series, and the 2030 one from 2009 has art by Alexander Jung, and it's ranked 78, but it actually has a higher out of 10. It's 7.8 out of 10. So the 2030 just has more neutral territory, fewer home provinces, and there's you can control the canals of Panama and the Suez, and it has a Swiss bank and a new 30 million bond or something. So without further ado, that's enough rambling on by far. Let's have a look in the box, and this really don't know what to expect with this too much, because like I say, it's got the expansion. Is that on the outside? Is it inside the box? I have no idea. But I actually asked on the Geek which one should I get, the Imperial or the Imperial 2030. As usual, got lots of replies, which helped me an awful lot, and in the end I plummeted for getting the base game, like I say, with the 2030 expansion, to hopefully have the best of both worlds. So, there we go. I presume the expansion must be sealed up inside the box. It says English materials also included. Well, there you go. I had a look at this, and actually on the invoice it's got the 2030 expansion set to follow. So that's one of these things with opening up these expansions like this. The 2030 was supposedly going to be in here, and it isn't. It's going to follow on. So here we have purely the base game. Nice sized box, different, nice and slim, quite a large sized box, and it isn't the Rio Grande, it's PD Verlag edition, and like I say, English materials also included. So there we go. Without further ado, let's open this up. On the back it lists its awards and stuff. So here we go. Let's open up this fresh new game. There's a little leaflet. It just says, "Get into the game. Do you want to see how gameplay works?" This is an example of the first 5 rounds of the game. So here it takes you through the first 5 rounds, which is quite good. Now here we go straight onto token sheets. I have one token sheet here. Lots of tokens there. And another one here. Very vibrant. Wow. Another big token sheet here. Here's what must be the player board, of course. I'll have a look at that in a moment. Bag of wooden bits. Looks quite good. Some nice pieces here. Some nice ships. And in nice colours, which is good. I guess this must be for the rondel or first player. I've not read the rules, but there's a large pawn there. And some nice wood tokens. Some money. Paper money. And more wooden pieces. Quite substantial, quite thick, chunky pieces. And we have rules here, and obviously here's the English rules, which is good. It's there in the box. There we go. So English rules to the game. Shows you the game board, setup, gameplay. Do like it. It's a nice little rule book. So easy to keep in the hand and read. Seems to be quite good. Plenty of illustrations. And there we go. It says here, interestingly, new edition rule changes. Variant without investor's card, and we've got a FAQ there. So there we go. So that's the box with all the bits and pieces in. The many tokens, and this game board. Stay up. That's the trouble with a thin box cover. This game board is very large and very vibrant in colour. It's very nice. I see. So I guess Spain, Dublin, Liverpool, Sheffield, Edinburgh on England, and I guess on the other side some sort of different game. Oh, so, yeah, Spain, Spanien. So this is in different language, I guess, on the other side. Germany, for German, I presume. So yeah, I mean, fantastic looking game board. It's supposed to be a blast to play. I'm sure a lot of people have already played this game, as it being from 2006. But if it puts it on the radar of somebody else that hasn't come across it before, then it's good, because it looks to be a great game. And I'm looking forward to getting the 2030 expansion, which is clearly to follow. So that's Imperial by Mac Gerdts. Thanks for watching. Hi, so fast forward a few days or so, and this has just arrived from Board Game Guru, Paul Lister at Board Game Guru, and so this is obviously the expansion for Imperial, being the 2030. Now I've not even looked through into the bag yet, but I guess is it just a board? Is the tokens in there as well? Ah, there is, yeah. So we have a board, and also we have token sheets in here, and obviously the rules. So I'm guessing I will fit all this into the one box, which will be pretty neat to have Imperial and Imperial 2030 in the one box. I'll sort them out into some component boxes. So we've got the English rules here for Imperial 2030. Nice little easy manageable rule book. Just doing this very quickly, like I say, just to add on to the end of the video because it's turned up now. And we've got quick intro, and we have token sheet. In the English we've got the USA, Russia and India and the little flags. Those free token sheets. And we have there's the English side. We have Europe, China and Brazil. And oops, player aids, and we have the Swiss bank and the big flags from the player aids. An investor for collects 2 million, it says there. So a lot of tokens there, and we have the new 2030 board in dual language. So I guess, yes, this is the English side here. Wow, nice big board. Yeah, with the Russia, China, India, Brazil, USA and Europa. So everything, so best of both worlds. Can play Imperial and can play Imperial 2030. So there you go. Eric gives it the nod, but he's asleep. So he's nodding anyway, so he gives it the nod. Everything's good. Thanks for watching.